Hello everyone, my name is Mark Barrett, Managing Director of Group Franchises at the Harris Group. Welcome to our spectacular experience Electric with MAXUS event. Held here at Mondello Park from the 25th to the 27th of June 2024. This event brought together industry leaders, customers and enthusiasts to explore the future of electric mobility. Our journey began on the 24th of June with our dedicated teams setting up for an event to remember. Vehicles are fully charged and ready for the excitement ahead. On day one, we welcomed our dealers. Day 2 and 3 were dedicated to customers, fleet representatives and county councils alike. After a warm welcome and a safety briefing, the day was packed with informative workshops and hands-on experiences. The last day of our Mondello Drive event, I'm joined here by Carl Houghton, who is Head of Sales and Fleet for the Harris Group. So your take on the feedback from the dealers regards the first workshop with First Citizen, what's your take on that?
Yeah, listen, it's great to be back to Mondello. It was a fantastic event. I think all the dealers really enjoyed it. It was great to have First Citizen here, so we had the collaboration with them. And it was to bring some awareness to the dealers of how they can better suit their customers in changing into electric vehicles. First Citizen have come to the party and do have a low rate finance offer only available for MAXUS vehicles and in particular in electric vehicles, and it just makes the switch that bit more affordable for consumers to go into electric products.
And one thing I've noticed with especially customers that haven't driven EVs before is watching their face when they get out of an EV after doing the test track here. And everyone is smiling.
Yeah.
They are fun to drive and they're so easy to drive.
Yeah, definitely. And that has been very common. And they're sort of fighting over who gets into the next van to go around the track. And I think there's always a good thrill being able to get out and drive on the track. Yeah. And especially in EV, you've instant power. It's there. You know what I mean? They handle well, and it's been a real eye opener for a lot of people and a lot of companies out there to understand that it is a possibility and vehicles are there.
I'm here with Paul Rogerson from LEVL. Who's actually behind the scenes of MAXUS Intelligence on board. I suppose the $1 million question that everyone asks at the workshops I've heard myself the last 3 days is battery degradation. What is the story on that?
So there's been a lot of hearsay about battery degradation. So what we did with Geotab, we ran 6,000 vehicles over 2 years, over 1.5 million miles of journeys, and got some real data to measure what happens to batteries. And the top line is battery degradation on average is no more than 2% per year. So over a 10-year period, you might get a 20% battery degradation.
Worst case.
That's worst case. We've looked at other OEMs and we've found that MAXUS is better than worst case.
Good to hear.
Which is good. And I'm not saying because I'm here with MAXUS. Yeah. It's what the data shows, and it's independent data to do things.
So we've a mixture of data from all of the vehicles out there, and reports on our vehicles, just on our vehicles alone, I think is somewhere between 0.3% and 1.8% on battery degradation, I think.
Yes, that's correct. Those numbers are real achievable, real data, not hearsay, not paper specs. This is what the guys are doing on the road.
I'm joined here by Owen, Head of Sales for Siemens. Work closely obviously with Des from Will Hair Group, who's been with us for the last 2 years in the journey to the world of electric. And I suppose the key question is, or the key question that any customer should be asking is, what is the right charger for my application?
Yeah, thanks very much, Mark. We were delighted to be involved for the few days. Great engagement in the sessions. And I suppose what we would say, first and foremost, before you go off and buy a fleet of vans, to make sure that we do a site survey first, because we need to understand what are you using the vehicles for, what times of the day you're using them at, what's the duty cycle, what's the distance each vehicle is going to travel, and then we would propose the best charging solution based on that, because there's so many different variables. Yeah.
There is a solution to separate your home bill versus your EV charging bill.
Absolutely. So Des in evready, he has a solution where he can offer home reimbursement. So there's an incentive there that the company can offer the driver a little bit more than what they're paying for their home electricity, so that they're making a little bit of extra on that.
Today I'm joined by Eamon and Noel, who run the MAXUS Academy in Dublin. So guys, from the last 3 days we had an event. I know we were here 2 years ago. What's your take on the 3 days this time versus 2 years ago? Is it the awareness of EVs improved? Is it still, this whole mystery of what is an EV or the world of it?
Yeah, I think both of us were kind of taken a little bit back by the positivity. A lot of questions and a lot of really good in-depth questions, which would lend itself to believing that people are more au fait, they're more familiar with EVs, they're certainly more interested in the technical side than what we have here. So a lot of the equipment that we have on display, we're getting really good questions about it. So we're able to put the resources of the Harris Group into developing high quality training.
Excellent. Yeah. So the key message is, don't be afraid of EVs.
Yeah. Exactly.
Don't be afraid. Get on board.
And get trained.
Finally, participants experienced the thrill of a test drive, putting our electric vehicles to the test here at Mondello. Each workshop provided in-depth knowledge and practical insights, ensuring every participant left with a comprehensive understanding of electric vehicles and their benefits. We also welcomed the media representatives from the UK and Ireland, ensuring wide coverage and engagement. Attendees explored our impressive range of vehicles, from the robust Isuzu truck range and D-Max, to the Higer bus range and the innovative MAXUS electric models, each designed to meet the diverse needs and preferences. Thank you to everyone who joined us at Mondello Park and witnessed firsthand the innovations driving us forward. We look forward to seeing you at our next future events.